Good, good. Yep. Up. Oh, Jackson, I need that spot. Oh, hi. We have Priscilla here too. Yay. Wonderful. Hi, you guys. Is it bad?
I don't know.
It should be fine. Smell it.
I did.
Should be good. Oh, Savannah's here too. Yay. Wonderful. Wonderful. So we'll just start seated, you guys. Oh, wow. It even feels good to sit like this in a squat. In fact, I'm going to double up my block. Hopefully you have blocks. And just give yourself that squat. Oh, yeah. Give yourself a nice squat just to sit. Feeling some inner thigh, inner groin. Let the hips shoot back. It's like this mini stool. Mini stool, it would work too, like a little step stool. Amazing way to support ourselves. Oh my gosh, you guys, so much is going on. I'm have to admit I'm worried about the censorship and the control about this in Europe right now. They're wanting people to download the track and trace app. Just saw Melanie, the woman that did the tapping with me on the Facebook group. She just posted she went to a restaurant and they asked her to use that app and check in. So it's a real thing. It's already happening in England. Just food for thought. All right. So our intention to stay calm, to send out healing, to envision that the virus starts disappearing, leaving, no need to be here anymore. We have healthy, whole, vibrant bodies. That's the intention for our practice today. All right. So just sitting in this beautiful squat. If you have a double block or a stool, letting the feet plant firmly, your torso lift tall. You can use the elbows on the inner edges of the knees to push inward. Nice, Priscilla. Does that feel okay? Yeah, good. That's it. And so then just let your torso go tall. If your fingertips touch, nice. You can use that as a grounding spot for your hands. Drop the chin slightly down. And then enliven the legs. You press into each foot evenly and then move it down into the lower back. See if you can light that up. Pull the navel in and let the torso grow tall. Chin stays level. I'm just going to commit to about 5 more consecutive breaths. Inhale, nose. Exhale, nose. 1, inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. 2, inhale, nose. Exhale, nose. Great. Last 2, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Maybe there's more pressure into the feet, into the elbows. Exhale. Nice. Open the eyes, release the arms, pull your feet in towards you, and then lean forward with your hands. See if you can straighten out the legs now and come into a forward fold. You can move your props aside, feet about hip width, bend the knees, and just let your torso drop. Oh yeah. Let your arms be heavy. Shake out the head, yes. No. And yes again. Deep sigh. Those sighs have meaning in through the nose. And let it all out. Exhale. Good. And then walk the hands to one side. Just stretch out the arms over to one side. So good. You can even continue the head shaking out. If you have a yawn, just let those yawns come with that face relaxing. Come over to the other side. Excellent. And then come back to center. Good. And then roll up. Maybe take the feet a little closer, about hip width. Roll up. You could use your hands for support, maybe on the knees. Oh, give the back some movement. And then all the way up to stand. Good. And then shoot the arms high. Good. Shoot the arms back down by your sides. We'll do that a couple times. Just bouncing it out. Inhale, nose. Just a good way to consistent breath. Exhale, down. Good. And then this time, interlace the fingers. Push your hands in front of you and down. So your inhale as you push down and up. Inhale. All the way up. Exhale, palms come together. Hands run down through that central column. And then interlace again. Inhale, push away from you. Feel that stretch. Inhale. Up. Exhale. Down. A few more like that. Inhale. All the way up. Yes. Exhale all the way down. Nose breath. Again. 2 more like that. Inhale. Push. Exhale. Pull down. Last one. Your own timing. Oh my God. Exhale. Good. Woo, that's nice. So hopefully, maybe I see that you have some walls around you. See if you could lean onto a wall or a couch, just so that your back is just like a table. Was this kind of like down dog? In fact, it is. Down dog, just leaning against a wall. If not, Tiffany, just go into down dog. We'll be there shortly. There you go. Perfect. And so your feet are about hip width apart. Sink into the wall. Let the ribs stay in. Let the hips shoot back. And you're just pressing, lengthening through that back. So good. And 2 more breaths. Check out your feet. See if they're pushing down evenly. Your kneecaps lifted. And then make sure your toes come a little closer together. And then shoot the right leg straight back behind you. Yes, excellent. So this is warrior 3. Right hip is dropping, ribs in, push into the wall. And just hover there. Keep that right hip socket in, left leg very firm and strong. It's even maybe shaking a bit. Okay, drop that right foot. And then switch sides. Take that left foot straight back. Warrior 3, maybe adjust your hands. Feel that left hip drop. Pull back. Nice. Gently release that foot. Walk the hands down towards your feet so you're back into your forward fold. That was a nice warm up for down dog. We'll do that exact same movements, but on the hands on the ground and the feet on the ground. So step back into your down dog, come back to your mat if you're not there already. And the same thing. Bring our toes together. Shoot that right leg straight up and hover there. That's it, that's it. Good. Right leg high. Left knee straight ahead. Feel the left hamstring lengthening. Upper body nice and strong. Good. Release that right leg down and switch. Left leg comes up nice and square in the hips. Upper body firm and strong. Know that if you need a break, if your shoulders are tired or your wrists feel like they're getting fatigued, just put that right knee down to the mat. All right, left leg comes down. Bend the knees. Open them wide as the mat, and you're going to sit back into child's pose. Yes. Good. Walk the hands forward. Drop the forehead down and reach through the fingertips. Excellent. And then just as we did when we were in our forward fold, walk the hands over to one side. Take the hands to one side. Just walk them over slowly, stretching out that opposite rib cage. And then come back to center. And then the other side. Really good. And then inhale, come back to center. Exhale to all fours. And just bring your hands underneath the shoulders. You can pound out the feet a little bit if it feels good to kind of wake up those feet. Circle out the ankles. And then cat-cow. Nice and easy. Rounding the back. Push into the palms. And then drop the navel down, heart forward, inhale. Exhale, nose. If you can feel it right into the low back, mid back, the whole spine gets involved. It's your own rhythm, your own pace. Firm pressure into your palms. Your fingers are spread nice and wide. Feels good to move slowly, just mindful with your brain and your focus right to what you are doing. What is my body doing? My hands, my midsection, my feet. Excellent. Last one, rounding up. And then make sure you have enough room in front of you. I'm walking my knees back for puppy pose. And then just lengthen through that upper body so you're walking your hands forward. Yes. Shoot the hips. Exaggerate the hips backwards as you reach your arms forwards. Feel all that space through your belly, midsection, arms. Should help that low back pain, any of that tension in the low back, let that come out. You're just lengthening your sides, your belly, your back. Good, you're ready to come out. Bring it back in. And we'll start with a little hip circles, right side. Let's go right side first. So you're just going to circle that right hip up and down. See if you can get it to go as high as possible, then up towards the arm or elbow. Always breathing. Good. And then switch directions. Make sure you go the other way too. Nice. And then hover that knee high. Hover that right knee up. Shoot it to the side. See if you can get it 90 degrees off your waist. Excellent. And then drop it down. Drop it onto the ground. Make sure that it goes a little bit more forward than your hip. So it's a little more forward. And then just feel that inner thigh opening by dropping the elbows. Dropping the elbows, moving the heart forward. So we just did puppy pose. Let's do puppy pose with the leg off to the side again. So that means just now from your elbows, straighten out the arm one at a time, one at a time. Drop the head down. Same thing, that length through the mid-back. Good. So then we're going to continue. So this is interesting. You're probably going to have to turn. I'm not sure unless you just listen to my voice, but I'm going to turn. You guys might be fine, but your right leg is off to the side. You had just come from your puppy pose. You're going to walk yourself up. And yeah, Tiffany knew what I was going to do. I love it. Come to the side with that leg. So you're going to come over, same leg. Yeah, just stretch out through that right, left side body. That's it. So your right leg's off to the right, and this left side body's over to that right. Good. That's it. Really nice. And then come on up, and you might need a block, but let's see how it goes. You're going to go the other way. So now you're going to go the other side to stretch that out. Good. Really good. Okay, now's the tricky part. That right shoulder comes down to the ground. See if you can bring it to the ground. Remove that block if you're using it and just reach over to that left side and then walk to center. Walk the hands forward to where we were with that puppy pose. You feel that? That's it. And you can even walk it over to that right leg. Stretch out that left side body. Feels amazing. Okay, and then go back to that left side. Maybe you're using your block, maybe not. I'm going to try it, and then you open it up again. Same thing. So you walked your foot up to the side. Yep. See if that feels good on that whole side body. I think it does. Feels amazing. Left hand down, right arm over. Really good. And then come back up. And then that last twist, last side bend, right hand to the right knee and over. Stretching the whole torso. Really good. All right, come back to center, back to all fours. And we'll do everything that we just did on that right leg on the left. Tabletop, circle out that left. Coming forward and back, up and down. Switch directions. Oh yeah, so good. I like going slow. I can feel all those cracks and pops and edges to that hip socket. When you're finished, hover the knee high, shoot it off to the side so you're about 90-degree angle off of your waist. Drop the foot down. Come to the elbows first. Just enjoy the inner thigh, inner groin stretch. And then walk the hands one at a time forward to feel the length through the inner thigh. Keep breathing. All right, you remember what we did? We walked our hands in, all the way in and up. Bring yourself in. I didn't say this on the other side, but in case that knee needs extra padding, put a towel or a blanket underneath that knee. Come on up. We did the side bend off to the left first. Feeling it in your right rib cage. Reaching over. Good, come on up. And then switch. Right hand comes down, left arm comes over. I'm turning so you could see me. And I'm using a block underneath my right hand. Up and over. Side body. Gently transition. Left hand comes down. Each side is different. Left hand comes down. Walk the torso over to that right. Then forward. Stretching out the upper body. And then over to that left side. So good. And then walk it back to center. And walk it all the way up. It's easier that way to come bring it back into stand tall and then repeat just the side bending part. Yep. Yep, over the left leg. And then one more over that right side. Oh gosh, I need my block. It's okay. Each side is different. Use the block to stretch out that whole left side. And then come back to tabletop. Good. Come back to tabletop. Shake it out a bit. And then into your down dog and shake that out again. Tapping the heels, spreading out the shoulders, moving the weight through the limbs, breathing. Awesome. And then gently come down to your child's pose again. Toes together, hips back. Maybe stack the fists and rest the head right on the double fist to massage your forehead. Pulling in air through the nose and out through the nose. Really good. All right, let's play with the movement to a I call it a bent kneed up dog. So as you look up from your child's pose, plant your hands about a couple feet away from you, and then bend your elbows and lead through your chest forward. You see that? Chest forward, and then naturally your toes will come up together as you drop your hips down. Good. And then pulse that back. Breath can go either direction. I like the inhale forward. Feeling that inhale forward. Exhale back. Few more like that. Even out the weight into the hands. Heart, chest, toes, rocking. Really good. One or two more. It's up to you. Rest in your child's pose if that feels right for you. Make this practice for you. It's your yoga. You can even linger on that upswing. Really nice. Excellent. All right, so either play with your tabletop and lift your leg, or play in your down dog and lift that right leg. I'm going to do down dog and just circle out my hip again. So some movements through that hip socket. Explore, see what feels good to you. Maybe there's a little bend and straighten. And then when you're finished with that hip socket roll and exploration, come into a lunge. So your right foot's going to come forward. Let's take that left knee down. Bring that left knee down and just explore the hands on the inside edge of the right foot. You can even use a block to feel the torso lift up a little bit. You see that with the block on the inside as you sink your hips forward. That's it. Feels nice. Opening up the chest, sinking into the hips, softening through that back foot. And then right hand on the knee, left hand on the knee. Keep that right hip crease moving back. Settle into the hips. Take the hands to the low back. See what that feels like as the elbows move towards each other and the heart lifts up. Get your upper body to lift a little bit. Yes, that's all it is. A little bit of a C curve in the spine as your chest lifts up. Settle into the hips. Excellent. Bring the chin down, push into that front foot, and come into half monkey pose. Exactly. Hinging at the waist. One hand on either side. Again, great place to support yourself with your blocks. Flex the toe, heart forward, and then maybe even round into it, chin into the chest. And then come on out to explore that length. And then come on in to round into the back again. Really good. Then bend back into that front knee. Move your props aside. Straighten out the back leg and pause. Or you could keep your props, especially if you're framing that front foot and you want a little more height through the upper body. Let's pause with a straight leg back out through that back heel. Good. I'm going to keep the block. I think I like it. And then pull back into down dog and just press. Blocks are helpful. Bring the toes together, and whatever you did on the other side. So if you were on your knees and you were playing with that hip, do that. If you decided to come into your down dog, make sure you duplicate what you did on the other side. Just going to play with this rotation of this left hip. Continue to breathe. Excellent. Feel about balanced with that expression of the hip. Come forward into the low lunge. And we started with the hands on the inside edge of the foot. Good. And then for me, I love to make sure my knee is supported on the back side. So I make sure my mat's folded over. I'm going to use my blocks like I did on the other side to extend the chest forward and sink down into the hips. Let your hips drop. Check in with the neck and head. You want that to be in a line with your spine. Keep firm pressure in that front foot where you're lighting up this left hip socket so it pulls back. A lot to think about, I know, but once you start practicing, all of this becomes habit. Good. Now transition. Left hand on the knee, right hand on the knee. Good. Let the hips drop a little lower. Feel the space in your belly, the ribs. Bring your hands to your low back. Elbows come towards each other. And then heart lifts. Give it a moment to extend up towards the ceiling as your heart lifts up. Your right hip drops, your left hip pulls back. Excellent. Again, I've said this a couple times in my latest classes that sometimes we have a weaker side, most of us do, and that what we tend to do on the weak side is like let it go too early. So that weaker side needs more strengthening. So you should actually stay a breath or two more on the side that is not as strong. That makes sense. So for me, it's my left side. So I'm giving it just another breath or two. And then exhale to half monkey pose. All right. Come on over. Finding your props. Adjusting your foot so it's right off the hip. Let your chest open wide. And then round in. Slow motion. Inhale. Exhale. I like this movement through the spine. It changes the lines in the hamstring, if you notice that. Good. Feels about right. Come back into that low lunge. Straighten out the back leg this time. Pull that straight back. Good. Moving slowly. Seeing if you can stay focused in your posture. Not wanting to rush, but just be present. Present with your breath. Present with the dynamic energy flow. Back leg, front leg. Good. Gently I'm moving my props this time. Maybe you are too. Come into high plank. High plank. Drop the knees. And let's do, if you're up for it, 5 half chaturanga dandasanas, which is yoga push-up. So they could even be this little tiny pulse at the top. Notice how my upper body and my hips stay in a line. Or they can come halfway. Great way to measure. Don't go past the block. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Take the block out. We're just coming to our belly. And rest. Turn the head to one side. Arms down by your sides. I like Tiffany, you're on the grass. That's good. Are you okay on the grass? Turn your head to one side. Deep sigh. Ears right on the mat. Inhale. Let it out. Exhale. Turn the head the other way. Inhale. Let it out through the mouth. Exhale. Really good. And then plant the hands underneath the shoulders. Bring the toes to touch. Use the hands to help hold the navel forward as you drape, so it's less long belly. Your chest is forward. Hover the toes. Pull the shoulders up onto the back and hover the hands. There you go. You're hovering into this locust. Arms can come out like airplane wings. Lift a little higher. And then reach forward, grab the thumbs. Fingers touch. Open to airplane wings again. And then interlace the hands right above your back, right above your hips. And exhale, let it go. Turn your head to the left. Inhale, nose. Wide open, exhale, mouth. Turn the head the other way, all the way to the ear. New breath. Let it out through the mouth. So good. Just feel your body heavy. All right. So let's do that one more time, but with a nice bow at the end. So that draping of the belly forward. See that? Lift the toes, lift the hands, hover, light up the back. Open to airplane wings, let that lift. And then reach forward, grab the thumbs. Inhale again, bring it all the way above your back and interlace. And then bend the knees and grab the ankles if you can to lift it up. Nice. And let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Just turn your head. Let your feet rest. Take a deep sigh. It's always nice to turn again. Turn your ear. Deep sigh on the other side. Good. And then rest your head on your hands again. Take the left knee and bring it to 90 degrees. So you're opening that inner thigh. It should feel nice. Inner thigh. Resting the head down. Let's commit to another 4 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Watching the jaw and the face relax. Good. And then just lift your chest up. Walk the right arm over to that left side and bring the palms together into this twist. So you're looking over the left shoulder. It should be a nice twist. Right arm over to the left. Palms together and turn and look over the left shoulder. You can see how that naturally and gradually will go into a supine twist. So open it up. Left arm comes behind you. Stack your hips and look behind you. extra support if you need it. Bringing a block underneath the left knee. Maybe, maybe even a block under that left shoulder. Stay for another few breaths. Let your whole body twist. Upper body. Whole right rib cage stays relaxed on the mat. We're doing so much when we're still and breath and breathing. Feel ready to come out. Bring that top arm, that left arm, bring it over. Use it for support to straighten out the left leg and come onto your belly. Come onto your belly, and we'll do the other side. So now you're just bringing your right knee up 90 degrees for your inner thigh, and hold for 5 breaths. Feel your whole belly relax. You can count your breaths. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 4, all through the nose. 2 more breaths. Really good. And now add that twist. Take the torso up. Move the left arm over to the right. Plant the shoulder on the mat, and then the right hand on top of the left for namaste. And right elbows up to the ceiling. Turn into that right shoulder. Look over the right shoulder. Sets up the rib cage for the twist. And when you're ready, top arm comes behind you. Pull the right hip to stack over the left. Use a block if you did on the other side, underneath the right knee. And look over the right shoulder. So good. Supine twist. Props are helpful. You sort of ground those spots that are floating in the air. Deep sigh. Sometimes a block for the head is even helpful if you feel like your head feels a little floaty, to ground the head. Remember that left rib cage. Check in to see if it's just settling in on the mat. The torso that's on the mat, let it just be heavy. How's your jaw, face, soft? Your whole nervous system follows the facial expressions. All right, if it feels balanced, just release that twist, but come on to your back. So use this right foot on the ground, left foot on the ground, and wiggle yourself back to the center of your mat. That's it. So nice. On the ground. Really good. I love how that works, that belly to back sequence. Super effective. Natural. And then just circle out the knees. Really good. plant the left foot on the mat, take that right knee, interlace your fingers, and give that hip some more circles. We've been doing a lot of that, just kind of finding that rotation of that hip socket. Let that happen. Really good. And then straighten the right leg, more hamstring, and just reach towards your calf. Give it a little pull towards you. Feels awesome. Can exaggerate the stretch a little bit by dropping the left heel straight down to the bottom of the mat, just like you're pushing against the wall. It's really nice. Can take a few breaths with this pull towards you, which is awesome for that right hamstring. And then you can also shift it up. Interlace your fingers right underneath or at the base of the hamstring. Push your right leg away from you. You feel that? So it's 90 degrees. And as you're pushing away, pull in towards you. And I'm just rocking a little bit to make sure that hip socket is planted down. Hip crease pushes down towards the mat. So you have all this space in the belly. You can feel it as that hip crease moves. So see if you can sense those different explorations in that hip. It's actually very intense, pulling away from you and towards you and down. Belly's hollow. Last bit. Good. Gently release the hands and slowly drop that right foot almost to touch. And then pull it in, plant the foot on the ground. Nice. Pound out this right hip flexor. That's what we were just working. So you can get some awareness in that space. That will help the back, actually. The more awareness and the more space you create in the hip socket and hip joint, your low back will open up. This is a back soothing exercise. All right, so now we'll take that left knee, do everything we did on the right, on the left, interlace your fingers, circle out that hip, that left hip. Finding those tight spots. This is a lot more intense on that left side. It's like rejuvenation. I had a stick shift for many years, and so I think that might have contributed to the joint. Good. And then straighten it out. Pull it towards you. Hamstring. And then that 90 degree, oh wait, I'm sorry. Go ahead and straighten that right leg. So to exaggerate that pull, right leg, right heel down. And now release that to 90 degrees. Interlace the fingers, top of the hamstring or bottom of the hamstring, however you want to. And then pull away with the foot, up and pull away. And then arms pulling toward you, hip crease, dropping up, and then dropping down. See if you can find all that awareness in the lower belly. Waking it up. So cool. I can feel different lines in my foot too. Goes all the way up to the foot, ankle. Excellent. All right. So good. Oh, what do? We let it drop really slow. Let it drop really slow. Slow, slow, slow. Good. And let it release. Nice. Arms can come up above you to just stretch down through your toes. Excellent. And then knees come in towards you. Give yourself a big hug. Knees to your chest. Tighter you can go around your legs, possibly grabbing the elbows, pulling it nice and tight. Feeling your back stretch out. It's pretty intense. Hold it nice and tight. We're going to open up in just a second. One more breath. Hold it tight. All right, let it go. Straighten it out again. Wow, lymphatic drainage. In fact, if there's a little bit of that, just pound on your chest. Let that clear. So good. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you guys are here with me. It makes me do my yoga with you. All right, so bend the knees. And last little bit before we close up, bridge pose. So heels come towards you. Let your hips come up. And as you let your hips come up, try the arms up above you. It feels really nice. It's sort of like this opening movement. Inhale up. Exhale, let it drop down. Arms back down, back on the mat. Good. And so we'll just repeat that. So it's a 4 count. Let's do 4 counts. Inhale, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Inhale. Exhale to drop. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. So one more at 4 count, and then we'll move to a 6 count. Inhale, 4. Exhale. You can see my body wants to do it really slow. Let's do a 6 count. Inhale. Exhale. And then extra long. Do an 8 count if that works for you. Exhale. Really nice. Isn't that cool? I love that. That's from a teacher, Josh Vincent. I've been taking his class Sunday morning at 9. So now just slide your block underneath your low back. Let that be heavy. Let your back be heavy. Hips are nice and even because of that leverage, horizontal line of support. You can walk the feet forward, straightening out the legs. You can move the feet over to one side so that opposite hip gets a little bit of stretch, length. You can even take that opposite arm. So I'm walking my feet to the right and my left arm is up above me, stretching. Come back to center, bring that left arm down and go to the other side. Over to the other side, and that opposite arm comes up. Really good. Gently come out, walk your feet back to center. Pause. Option to bring the knees up, balancing on your block. Toes straight up. It's like a shoulder stand, a little mini shoulder stand. More than welcome to go up into shoulder stand if you like that. All right. Any last posture come out of this? Take your block out by lifting your hips up, roll down. Any last posture? So happy baby's a great option. We haven't done a lot of that. Inner thigh, side to side movements. Soles of the feet can come together, letting that inner groin open, continuing to open that inner line. You can also rest your feet in front of you for Supta Baddha Konasana. Ah, such a good one. That's it. Arms up above you. Just take a few moments to do your last bits of closure, closing up your practice, setting yourself up for Shavasana, corpse pose, letting go of that ocean breath, that Ujjayi breath, and just moving into quiet, soft breath. If you haven't made it to Shavasana yet, make your way to straighten out the legs and the arms. Stay upright, the hands, the palms upright. Your feet naturally want to turn out. If your neck is heavy or your neck is relaxed and your head is heavy, feel your tension and tightness in the jaw just dissolves. Your whole face just soft and relaxed. Your forehead in between your eyebrows. Hands, the palms, the back of the hand, your toes. Yeah, you're more than welcome to stay in your Shavasana. You're at home in your own sacred space. Absolutely, I invite you to stay. Or if you're ready, and when you are ready, start slow. Your fingertips on your thumb. A deeper breath, possibly. A rocking of the head. A sigh. Waking up the body gradually. Bringing the knees close to your chest. And then rolling to one side. Fully supported using the hands. Coming up to a meditative posture. No rush, nice and slow. Once you're upright, one last breath together, in through the nose. Hold at the top and let it out through the mouth. Seal the lips, back in through the nose. That's it, out through the nose. Lovely practice. I celebrate you. Thanks for being here with me, inspiring me. Yes. Have a wonderful rest of the week and know that this inner calm is huge. It's the first step in manifesting what we want, because when you're calm, you're connected to your highest self. And that's where your intuition is and your guidance. So we can hear, we're receptive. Absolutely. All right. Thank you guys. Love it. Priscilla made it. Tiffany made it. That's a celebration. Good job. All right. Have a great rest of the week, you guys. Thank you.
Bye, Tom.
Bye, Priscilla. Wonderful. Bye, Tiffany.